Hello one and all, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This is the second video talking about Jorge Masvidal and possible matchups as return matchups, that is, for Jorge Masvidal. This one, we're going to talk about the Leon Edwards option. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that's new from this channel, your channel, the one and the only MMA Vision Analysis. We made a first part video to this two-part series, and that was Jorge Masvidal versus the possibility of Jorge Masvidal versus Michael Chandler. This one, we're going to explore the Edwards option. Obviously, Leon Edwards lost his title UFC 304 to current welterweight champion Belal Muhammad. Belal is probably more than likely getting ready to face the winner of Shafkat versus Ian Gary. That fight is probably going to happen first half of the year 2025, perhaps first quarter, depending on how UFC 310 ends for that welterweight bout between Gary and Rahmanov. That being said, that kind of leaves Leon Edwards without an opponent, right? What better warm-up fight, or excuse me, I don't mean to call Jorge a warm-up fight because there's a bit of history between the two. If you know, you know. But what better fight for these two to get into, to occupy each other, let's say, than each other, right? I know Jorge's not going to get a title shot if he was to beat Leon Edwards immediately after, depending on if and how he finishes Edwards. But I wouldn't imagine that he gets a title shot immediately after Edwards if he's to beat Edwards, unless he beats Edwards in like spectacular fashion and has a fantastic call out in the post-fight interview. But that being said, I wouldn't imagine that really realistically Jorge Masvidal has a title in the back of his head. I really don't know why Jorge wants to fight again. In all honesty, if it's not monetary, I don't know. I think it's just purely monetary reasons at this point. We're just looking for the biggest fight to put the guy in the octagon in there with, and basically just trying to make a nice lump sum of money. But titles, I don't think is I don't know. Just looking at that welterweight division, you know, I don't know how a 39 Jorge Masvidal Jorge Masvidal is going to look in his UFC return. He did not look impressive, in all honesty, in his boxing debut against Nate Diaz. Just to be fair, not, you know, taking shots at the guy or whatever, but this would actually make sense just because of the history between the two. And obviously for Leon Edwards, it's just like, if you're not going to be doing anything anyways, you might as well take the fight, you know, and maybe not. Maybe Leon waits until end of 2025 to face champion of the division that time. If you made it this far, I appreciate it for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments about this one here. It's very interesting for me. And make sure to like, subscribe for more.